If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon to get the latest updates.
Question: in which formats can you export reports built in the Online Report Designer, ORD? There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1 text, .bet. Option 2 Microsoft PowerPoint, .pptx. Option 3 comma separated values. Option 4 Microsoft Excel, .xlsx. Question: which of the following fields describes best when you need to define the rule for accrual creation by defining the logic for creating time account details? There are three correct answers to this question. Option 1 A fixed posting date. Option 2 amount posted. Option 3 a unique external code. Option 4 posting unit. Option 5 a posting type with entitlement from the enum list. Question: the HR representative for employees in the sales department has changed. How does SAP recommend that you make this change to the job relationships in the system? There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1 update the employee data file and use the import employee data tool to import this file. Option 2 update the pick list file and use the pick list management tool to import the HR representative. Option 3 use the Manage Mass Changes tool to select the sales department and change the value in the HR representative field. Option 4 use the Manage Permission Roles tool to allow the new HR representative to access the sales department target population. Question: when you enter the holiday calendar work schedule and to profile an employee and hashtag 39, job information. There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1 the objects can either all be global or all be specific to one country, or a mixture of global and specific to one country. Option 2 country specific objects must all related to one country, however you can and hashtag 39, combine countries. Option 3 country-specific objects must all relate to one country, and you can combine countries. Option 4 the objects can either all be global or all be specific to one country, but not a mixture of global and specific to one country. Question: you need to create an enemy association from location to legal entity. You also need to configure filtering of the location field based on the company field and job information. Porlet, what do you need to add to the data models? Note: 2. Option 1 association as part of HRS element ID equals location. Option 2 field criteria as part of HRS field equals job info. Option 3 field criteria as part of HRS field equals location. Option 4 association as part of HRS element ID equals job info. Question: a customer wants the contract type field to be defaulted based on the selection of the employee classification field. Both fields are in the job information portlet. You created a business rule to meet this requirement. Where do you assign the business rule in the succession data model? Option 1 on the contract type field as an on-change event. Option 2 on the job information element as an on-elnit event. Option 3 on the employee classification field as an on-change event. Option 4 on the employee classification field as an on-save event. Question: which of the following explains the term one-click monitoring? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 the process in SAP SuccessFactors which allow us to assign errors to administrators. Option 2 the process in SAP SuccessFactors used to run production payroll. Option 3, the process in SAP SuccessFactors used to run post-production payroll. Option 4, the process in SAP SuccessFactors used to run pre-payroll activities. Question: when creating a fields for a generic MDF object, which types require a valid values source? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1, foundation object. Option 2, pick list. Option 3, generic object. Option 4, user. Option 5, translatable. Question: how do you provide user access to reports? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, assign reports to business users. Option 2, assign reports to employees. Option 3, assign reports to work center views. Option 4, assign reports to dashboards. Question: CC roles can only post comments on a workflow. Option 1, true. Option 2, false. Question: your customer has asked you to build a generic object with a field that references a foundation object. What attribute must you configure to connect these field to the foundation object? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, label. Option 2, destination field value. Option 3, composite association. Option 4, valid values source. Question: foundation tables are categorized into which of the following? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, pay. Organization, people structures. Option 2, legal entity, business unit division. Option 3, page A degree B, organization structures. Option 4, organization, job information, pay structures. Question: which of the following are benefits of using the payroll control center compared to traditional payroll systems? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1, transactional payroll processing. Option 2, automated processing. Option 3, intuitive user interface. Option 4, strategic insight into payroll prior to production payroll. Question: your customer wants to add 3 new locations. These locations will be used in France, Germany, and the USA. Where do you create these locations? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, in the location element in the SAP Corporate data model. Option 2, in the location elements in the SAP Corporate data model. Option 3, in the Manage data tool. Option 4, in the Manage organization, pay and job structure tool. Question: how do you control what fields can be seen on a contingent worker and #39s employee file? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, role-based permissions. Option 2, configure people profile. Option 3, manage business configuration. Option 4, business rules. Question: you have configured a custom field in the employment information portlet of the succession data model as follows. You access the employee file and the field is not visible. What is the most likely issue? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, the pick list syntax is incorrect. Option 2, the field visibility attribute is incorrect. Option 3, the RBP permission are incorrect. Option 4, the pick list ID is incorrect. Question: what tool can be used to enable employees to initiate changes to their own employee data? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1: configure employee files. Option 2: manage permission roles. Option 3: manage organization, pay and job structures. Option 4: define employee fields. Question: what tools can you use to update an MDF pick list value translation that was just imported in the system? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1: import and export data. Option 2: pick lists management. Option 3: configure object definitions. Option 4: manage data. Question: which configuration sections are available when a generic object definition is created using the metadata framework? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1: security. Option 2: associations. Option 3: configuration all. Option 4: searchable fields. Option 5: pick list values. Question: the email domain of a company has changed and you need to update only this field for all employees. How do you perform this change? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1: prepare the email information import file for partial import and use the full purge mode. Option 2: prepare the email information import file for partial import and use the incremental load mode. Option 3: delete all cell contents except email and user ID from the employee data CSV file. Option 4: delete all columns except email and user ID from the employee data CSV file. Question: you create a new division record for an engineering division that will be starting next month. You also identify a person as the head of the division. When you access the division head and hashtag 39's job information via history edit, the new division does not appear in the drop-down list of divisions. Why does it not appear? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1: the division record is not active at the start of the division head and hashtag 39's job information record. Option 2: the MDF pick list to legacy pick list map record is not created. Option 3: the HRIS sync jobs has not run yet. Option 4: the propagation is incorrectly configured. Question: a business rule triggers a merit increase event reason when the base salary amount is increased. What base object would you use for this business rule? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1: compensation information model. Option 2: compensation information. Option 3: employee information. Option 4: employee information model. Question: when creating field for a generic MDF object, which data types require a valid values source? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1: pick list. Option 2: translatable. Option 3: generic object. Option 4: user. Option 5: foundation object. Question: in which permission category would you grant a user permission to view their hire date within the employment details section? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1: employee views. Option 2: reports permission. Option 3: employee data. Option 4: employee central effective dated entities. Question: a business rule triggers a transfer event reason when an employee and hashtag 39's S legal entity is changed. Which base object would you use for this business rule? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 Employee Information Model. Option 2 Job Information. Option 3 Job Information Model. Option 4 Employee Information. Question: how can you update job information data? There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1 Import data using the Import Employee Data tool. Option 2 Import data using the Import and Export Data tool. Option 3 Directly edit data using the Take Action button on the employee file. Option 4 Import data using the Import Foundation Data tool. Question: you have configured a custom field in the Employment Information portlet of the succession data model as follows. You access the employee file and the field is not visible. What is the most likely issue? Option 1 The pick list syntax is incorrect. Option 2 The field visibility attribute is incorrect. Option 3 The RBP permissions are incorrect. Option 4 The pick list ID is incorrect. Question: which steps are required to set up the auto delegation feature for a workflow in Employees Central? There are three correct answers to this question. Option 1 You configure workflow with the field and hashtag 39, is delegate support and hashtag 39, set to yes. Option 2 You add the HRS field is delegate supported to the corporate data model. Option 3 You add the HRS field is delegate supported to the Option 4 Succession data model The user sets up auto delegate using the Manage Organization, Pay and Job Structures tool. Option 5 The user sets up auto delegate through the My Info tile on their homepage. Question: our customer asks you to create a custom field for employees in Germany to track personal information. Where would you configure this? Option 1 In the next custom field that is available in the Personalinfo element of the country-specific succession data model. Option 2 In the next custom field that is available in the global element of succession data model. Option 3 In the next custom field that is available in the global element of the country-specific succession data VO model. Option 4 In the next custom field that is available in the Personalinfo element of the succession data model. Question: which portlet contains the annual salary of an employee? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 Spot bonus. Option 2 Compensation information. Option 3 Employment details. Option 4 Job information. Question: which role-based permissions needs to be configured for employees to enroll in global benefits? There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1 Manage benefits. Option 2 Manage documents. Option 3 Employee data. Option 4 Employee views. Question: which field data types is a valid value source configuration in a generic object? Note, there are three correct answers to this question. Option 1 Pick list. Option 2 Foundation object. Option 3 Attachment. Option 4 Generic object. Option 5 Data source. Question: where do you create a new event reason? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 In the event reason rules derivation data model. Option 2 In the Manage Organization, Pay and Job Structures tool. Option 3 in the Configure Business Rules tool. Option 4 in the Manage Templates tool. Question: Your move the cost center HRIS element from the corporate data model. What must be done in the succession data model to avoid errors in the system? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, the cost center field in the job info element must be set to required equals false. Option 2, the cost center HRIS element must be set to visibility equals none. Option 3, the cost center HRIS element must be set to required equals false. Option 4, the cost center field in the job info element must be set to visibility equals none. Question: Which sections are available to an employee in the Global Benefits Employee Benefits screen? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1, Claims and Enrollments. Option 2, Payslip. Option 3, Pension Plans. Option 4, Reimbursements and Allowances. Option 5, Spot Bonus. Question: In an organization, the workflow as shown in the screenshot is to be triggered when an employee is transferred from one department to another. What happens during this workflow process? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, anyone in the recruiting team can send back the workflow to the employee and #39's future manager for some and #39 and #39 changes in the data. Option 2, the employee and #39's current manager can send back the workflow to the employee and #39's future manager for some and #39 and #39 changes in the data. Option 3, the employee and #39's future manager will get a notification immediately after this workflow is triggered. Option 4, the head of the business unit of the employee and #39's new department will get a notification immediately after one and #39 this workflow is triggered. Question: Which of the following is not a foundation object? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, Frequency. Option 2, Pay Group. Option 3, Department. Option 4, Job Information. Option 5, Legal Entity. Question: Only the HR department in Germany should be able to access German employee data. However, the HR departments in other countries can currently access the German employee data. What are the possible reasons for this issue? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, the HR field for the German employees is incorrect. Option 2, the target population is configured incorrectly. Option 3, the field permissions for Germany are incorrect. Option 4, the permission group is configured incorrectly. Question: Which payroll control center user interface is used to add a new team administrator to a process? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, My Alerts. Option 2, Manage Processes. Option 3, My Processes. Option 4, Manage Policies. Question: Which of the following is not a benefit of foundation objects? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, Effective dating. Option 2, Workflow distribution. Option 3, Simplification of HR tasks. Option 4, Self-service transactions. Question, to map the foundation table, legal entity to the HR data, legal entity, you would use. Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 propagation mapping foundation field dash and hashtag 39, legal entity dot external code verified 1 joblunfo dot legal entity and hashtag 39, 7. Option 2 propagation mapping foundation field dash and hashtag 39, company dot external code field 1 joblunfo dot company slash. Option 3 propagation mapping foundation field equals company dot legal entity field and hashtag 39, joblunfo dot company slash. Option 4 propagation mapping foundation field dash and hashtag 39, company dot external code field and hashtag 39, joblunfo dot company 7. Question, your client informs SIOUT hath your acquire an additional rule type for their business rules in the production instance. What tool will you use to add this new rule type value? Option 1 configure business rules. Option 2 picking mappings. Option 3 manage employee central settings. Option 4 pick list center. Question, which elements are part of employee profile configuration in succession data model? Note, 2. Option 1 standard elements. Option 2 HRIS elements. Option 3 user info elements. Option 4 HRIS actions. Question, how do I translate the label for the legal entity object so that users in different countries can see the label on their own language? Option 1 update the label in text replacement. Option 2 update the and hashtag 39, some clang and hashtag 39, attribute in the SAP Corporate data model. Option 3 update the and hashtag 39, some clang and hashtag 39, attribute in the corporate data model. Option 4 update the label in configure object definitions. Question, why would you need to set up a time account type? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 to allow employees to request their own time off. Option 2 to enforce rules around vacation rollover. Option 3 to set up automatic accruals. Option 4 to give qualifying employees jury duty leave. Question, where can you configure an event handler for a query in the UL designer? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 data model. Option 2 controller. Option 3 toolbox. Option 4 designer. Question, what does SAP SuccessFactors recommend to create new and custom associations between foundation objects? Option 1 all new and custom associations should be built between an MDFFO and another MDFFO. Option 2 all new and custom associations should be built as one-to-many. Option 3 all new and custom associations should be built between an XMLFO and another XMLFO. Option 4 all new and custom associations should be built as one-to-one. Question, which of the following determine how far back an employee can retro on payroll? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1 run payroll up to date in info type. Option 2 accounted to date in info type. Option 3 employee hiring date. Option 4 earliest retroactive account period in the control record. Option 5 earliest personal retroactive accounting date in info type. Question, Which of the following are feature of MDF pick lists? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1, MDF pick lists are effectively dated. Option 2, order of the values is set globally for all MDF pick lists. Option 3, MDF pick lists are used for generic objects. Option 4, MDF pick list values can be deleted. Option 5, unused values in a MDF pick list can be marked as obsoleted. Question: what happens if a mapped role is deleted? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, nothing. Option 2, the permissions related to the deleted role are permanently removed from the group. Option 3, users can continue to access the role until they are removed from the relevant groups. Option 4, the related permission groups are deleted from the instance. Question: what are the types of multiplicities available to configure associations? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, 1-to-1. Option 2, many-to-1. Option 3, many-to-many. Option 4, one-to-many. Question: you are translating the job title field of the engineer job classification so that users in different countries can see the job title in their own language. Where do you add the translations? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, in the corporate data model. Option 2, in the manage data tool. Option 3, in the manage organization, pay and job structures tool. Option 4, in the configure object definitions tool. Question: which fields would commonly be included in a position record that would not be included in a job classification record? Note, there are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, pay grade. Option 2, job title. Option 3, business unit. Option 4, division. Question: what do you need to download before importing organization, pay, and job data into the system? Option 1, a blank CSV template for each object from the Manage Organization, Pay and Job Structures tool. Option 2, a CSV template containing all objects from the Import Foundation Data tool. Option 3, a CSV template containing all objects from the Manage Organization, Pay and Job Structures tool. Option 4, a blank CSV template for each object from the Import Foundation Data tool. Question: which method stolter employee files trigger entries on derivation when editing job? Information portlet. There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, change job and compensation information from the Take Action button. Option 2, history, insert new record on the portlet. Option 3, history, edit on the portlet. Option 4, edit, pencil icon, on the portlet. Question: which workflow context identifies a current role? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, target. Option 2, source. Option 3, contributors. Option 4, approver. Question: the time off policies for a company are different countries. The time off policies also vary between the user groups in each country. Which fields need to be maintained in job information, time information section for the correct setup of time off functionality? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1, time account type. Option 2, time type profile. Option 3, holiday calendar. Option 4, accrual rule. Option 5, work schedule. Question: you need to add custom country-specific fields that appear in the personal information portlet. How do you add the fields? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, add the custom to the HRIS element personalinfo. Option 2, upload the CSF for corporate data model in provisioning. Option 3, add the custom fields to the HRIS element globalinfo. Option 4, upload the CSF for succession data model in provisioning. Question: which of the following is an example of MDF to XML association? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, pay component to legal entity. Option 2, geozone to location. Option 3, legal entity to location. Option 4, division to business unit. Question: what can you use to export foundation data from the system? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1, manage organization, pay, and job structures. Option 2, aggregate export. Option 3, online report designer. Option 4, ad hoc reports. Option 5, APIs. Question: what does the report distributor allow you to do? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, to create report bundles to be sent via email in PDF format. Option 2, to create an ad hoc query to distribute to a list of recipients. Option 3, to preview a report and make corrections before sending it. Option 4, to send custom reports on a regular basis. Question: which feature integrates SAP SuccessFactors Employee Central data with data in the basic employee profile? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, job to position synchronization. Option 2, HRIS synchronization. Option 3, Employee Central APIs. Option 4, data management. Question: after submitting an employee data port file for validation, the customer received an mail messages informing them that several errors were found. In order to troubleshoot the issues with the data, what tool can the customer use to find error log file? Option 1, monitor job. Option 2, import employee data. Option 3, export extended user information. Option 4, import and export data. Question: which of the following portlets use effective dating? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, contact information. Option 2, employment details. Option 3, personal information. Option 4, job information. Question: what must be done to ensure that you can connect a custom generic MDF object to the employee files? There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1, set the external code field to read only. Option 2, create a valid when association for the object. Option 3, create at least one configuration UL for the object. Option 4, set the external code field to data type equals user. Question, jag creatia config based on uniform request custom generic object tasshaunen. The screenshot. What field must have the ID of external code to display the UL in people profile? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, employee. Option 2, shoe size. Option 3, requested date. Option 4, apron size. Question, all fields are set to visible by default in the XML. Option 1, false. Option 2, true. Question, where do you set up concurrent employment for an employee? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, change job relationships. Option 2, employment information. Option 3, add employment details. Option 4, change job and compensation information. Question, which of the following is not an incremental load type? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, append. Option 2, purge. Option 3, correct. Option 4, insert. Question, how many business rules must be created to set up a catch-all workflow for the job information portlet? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, 4. Option 2, 3. Option 3, 1. Option 4, 2. Question, events are defined in. Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, employee files. Option 2, manager pay, organization and job structures. Option 3, data models. Option 4, pick lists. Question, what tools can you use to assign business rules? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1, succession data model. Option 2, manage data. Option 3, configure business rules. Option 4, configure object definitions. Option 5, manage business configuration. Question, which foundation objects are configured in the corporate data model? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1, cost center. Option 2, location. Option 3, business unit. Option 4, pay range. Option 5, event reason. Question, what is the correct definition for self-service? PIEs choose the correct answer. Option 1, a feature that allows employees to change their own employment information in the system. Option 2, a feature that allows employees to alert HR managers of a necessary data change. Option 3, a feature that allows employees to initiate or complete transactions for an employee file without HR assistance. Option 4, a feature that allows managers to initiate employee changes without HR assistance. Question: which of the following elements can you configure in the country-specific corporate data model? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1 Global Info. Option 2 Corporate TAS Address. Option 3 Legal Entity Local. Option 4 Home Address. Option 5 Job Class Local. Question: you can include custom fields in the personal information portlet. Option 1 true. Option 2 false. Question: using the initiation rule, you can set certain fields to automatically populate in the Add New Employees section of the instance. Option 1 true. Option 2 false. Question: you need to define time account types for time types that have a balance that needs to be checked. So, for time types where you want to have a check against a balance you normally need to, there are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1 configure a time account type to suit your needs and assign it to a work schedule type. Option 2 configure a time account type to suit your needs and assign it to a time account type. Option 3 define a rule governing how the accruals should be calculated and assign it to a work schedule type. Option 4 define a rule governing how the accruals should be calculated, and assign it to a time account type. Question: in which of the following scenarios will you use the rule event type on change? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 business rule is triggered when a field value is VU changed. Option 2 business rule is triggered when a portlet is saved. Option 3 business rule is triggered when a change to job information record is saved. Option 4 business rule is triggered when a portlet is loaded. Question: what field attribute do you use to mask a sensitive field on a screen? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 ID. Option 2 type. Option 3 PI. Option 4 visibility. Question: which of the following are the benefits of EC as compared to a traditional HRIS? Please choose 2 correct answer. Option 1 expensive. Option 2 strategic insight. Option 3 difficult to connect. Option 4 workforce support. Option 5 data management. Question: you must always create 2 permission groups to connect to a permission role. Option 1 true. Option 2 false. Question: what is a foundation table? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 propagation. Option 2 a table for effective dating. Option 3 a table to capture a company and hashtag 39's organization, pay, and job structures. Option 4 a table for employee information. Question: you configure the HRIS element personnel info with the following XML. What field is masked in the portlet? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 person ID. Option 2 date of death. Option 3 place of birth. Option 4 birth name. Question: your customer reports that they are unable to add a new bonus pay component to their total target compensation pay component group. There is an association between the pay component group and the pay component. What is a possible reason that the customer is experiencing this problem? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1. The bonus pay component has a later effective date than the total target. Compensation pay / O component group. Option 2. The bonus pay component has a different frequency than the total target. Compensation pay / component group. Option 3. The bonus pay component also has an association to another pay component group. Option 4. The bonus pay component also has an association to another pay component group. Question: which of the following are effective dating options for generic objects? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1. None. Option 2. Multiple changes per day. Option 3. Basic. Option 4. Incremental. Option 5. Partial. Question: which of the following are requirements to build a company structure overview with multiple objects? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1. Objects must have a and #39, valid when and #39, association. Option 2. Objects must be XML-based foundation objects. Option 3. Objects must have a and #39, composite 1 association. Option 4. Objects must be MDF objects. Question: a label for one in job info element is not translated while all other field labels are translated. An employee has selected the German language in their system. What happens when this employee views the untranslated field? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1. The employee will not see the field. Option 2. The employee will see the field with a blank label. Option 3. The employee will see an error message. Option 4. The employee will see the default label. Question: you have a requirement to trigger workflows when importing data for Joblinfo portlet. In order to configure this in the role-based permissions, you navigate to Admin Center - Manage Permission Roles - Permissions. Where will you set this permission? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1. User permissions - Employee Central Effective Dated Entities. Option 2. User permissions - Employee Central Import Entities. Option 3. Administrator permissions - Manage Workflows. Option 4. Administrator permissions - Employee Central Import Settings. Question: where can a user delegate some tasks to another user in an instance? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1. In Options - Assign Proxy. Option 2. In Manage Organization, Pay and Job Structures. Option 3. In Options - Notifications. Option 4. In Manage Data. Question: what data model do you use to set up a national ID display format? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1. Succession Data Model. Option 2. Country-Specific Corporate Data Model. Option 3. Country-Specific Succession Data Model. Option 4. Corporate Data Model. Question: what tool is used to see the status of an employee being replicated to Employee Central Payroll? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 SAP API Audit Log. Option 2 Data Replication Monitor. Option 3 API Center. Option 4 Data API Audit Log. Question: you cannot change a label name to display differently in the UI. Option 1 true. Option 2 false. Question: a customer has companies in several countries with different languages. How do you translate the label for the legal entity object so that users in different countries can see the label on their own language? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 Update the SAM attribute in the SAP Corporate data model. Option 2 Update the label in Admin Tools Company Settings Text Replacement. Option 3 Update the SAM attribute in the Corporate data model. Option 4 Update the label in Admin Tools Company Settings Configure Object Definitions. Question: where can you create associations between two generic objects? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 in the Corporate data model. Option 2 in the Manage Data tool. Option 3 in the Configure Object Definitions tool. Option 4 in the Manage Organization, Pay and Job Structure tool. Question: you are managing employee records. Due to reorganization, several employees from the Community Relations Department in the location Atlanta are being assigned to a new division at the beginning of next year. You have already created the future dated records in the job information portlet for those employees, including User A, as shown below. User A is to be transferred from the location Atlanta to Charlotte on November 1, 2019. You insert a new job information record for User A with the Take Action command and change only the location to Charlotte. What are the new values for the location and division fields of the January 1, 2020 record? Note, there are two correct answers to this question. Option 1 Location, Atlanta. Option 2 Division, Community Development. Option 3 Location, Charlotte. Option 4 Division Healthcare. Question: which foundation objects can you use to structure a customer and hashtag 39's business? There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1 Employment Details, HRS Element ID Employment Info. Option 2 Division, HRS Element ID, Division. Option 3 Legal Entity, HRS Element ID Company. Option 4 Job Information, HRS Element ID, Job Info. Question: a customer has foundation objects, FO, and MDF foundation objects, info, maintained in SAP SuccessFactors Employee Central and needs to configure field attributes such as and hashtag 39, visibility 1 and hashtag 39, required and hashtag 39. Which tools would you use to configure these attributes? There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1 Configure Object Definitions. Option 2 Corporate Data Model. Option 3 Manage Business Configuration. Option 4 Manage Organization, Pay and Job Structures. Question: what is generic object FO translation used for in Employee Central? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 to translate records for FOS that are defined in the Corporate Data Model and MDF FO records. Option 2 to translate records for FOS that are defined in the Corporate Data Model. Option 3 to translate MDF for chords. Option 4 to translate any generic object records in the instance. Question: how does SAP recommend that you add a value to an existing pick list in pick list management? There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1: insert a new row into the pick list file. Option 2: download the pick list import template file. Option 3: export the pick list from the system. Option 4: leave the pick list ID blank. Question: your customer reports that every employee and hashtag 39's comp ratio, stored under compensation information, is incorrect. Which foundation object should you review first with the customer to verify the data? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1: pay range. Option 2: pay component. Option 3: pay component group. Option 4: pay grade. Question: which of the following list of events can trigger retroactive accounting? There are three correct answers to this question. Option 1: timesheet data entered in the system. Option 2: update to employee contact information. Option 3: past salary increase. Option 4: hiring. Question: what happens if a mapped role is deleted in role-based permissions? Option 1: nothing. Option 2: the permissions are permanently removed and ungranted from the relevant groups. Option 3: users can continue to access the role until they are removed from the relevant groups. Option 4: the groups and roles are removed from the instance. Question: how do you define event reasons as country specific? There are three correct answers to this question. Option 1: create an association with the destination object with event reason wrapper with VU. Type valid when. Option 2: create an association with the destination object event reason wrapper with type composite. Option 3: add the event reason to country records as per your requirements in Manage Data tool. Option 4: create an association with destination object with event reason wrapper with type join by columns. Option 5: make a correction to the definition of the country object. Question: your company has two hiring processes, one for employees and one for contractors. How can you trigger different workflows for each of these hiring processes? There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1: connect each workflow to each hire event reason. Option 2: create two hire event reasons. Option 3: connect each workflow to each hire event. Option 4: create two hire events. Question: your customer wants to set the default value of the is full-time field to yes during the new hire process. What would be the base object of this rule? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1: personal information. Option 2: employee information. Option 3: employment details. Option 4: job information. Question: when you enter the holiday calendar, work schedule, and time profile in an employee and hashtag 39's job information, there are two correct answers to this question. Option 1: country-specific objects must all related to one country, however you can and hashtag 39's combine countries. Option 2, country-specific objects must still relate to one country, and you can combine countries. Option 3, the objects can either all be global or all be specific to one country, or a mixture of global and specific to one country. Option 4, the objects can either all be global or all be specific to one country, but not a mixture of global and specific to one country. Question: you can change the labels of events. Option 1 false. Option 2 true. Question: your customary query say no custom foundation object linked talagalantidius to build their organization structure. What do you need to do? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, create records using the Manage Organization, Pay and Job Structures tool. Option 2, define the association to the legal entity with the Corporate Data Model XML. Option 3, import the records using the Import and Export Data tool. Option 4, define a custom object using the Configure Object Definitions tool. Question: you need to change the employee central job information for several employees using import employee data. Where can you export the employees and #39 current job information? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, analytics reporting ad hoc reports. Option 2, analytics reporting list views. Option 3, admin tools employee export. Option 4, analytics detailed reporting. Question: if a foundation object has been converted to MDF, what tool do you use to modify the structure of the object? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, manage data. Option 2, configure object definition. Option 3, configure business rules. Option 4, manage organization, pay and job structures. Question: your company is moving its headquarters to a new legal entity next month. You have already created the new legal entity record with next month and #39 date. Next you go to the existing headquarters location record to associate the new legal entity. But it does not display. What is the most likely reason? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, you cannot edit the headquarters record once it is created. Option 2, you did not properly save the new legal entity. Option 3, there is no way to create a future dated legal entity. Option 4, the effective start dates of the records are not compatible. Question: how do you configure the auto delegate feature for workflows? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, configure the is delegate supported field in the corporate data model. Option 2, configure auto delegation by creating a new rule in the rules engine tool. Option 3, set the is delegate supported field to yes in the workflow configuration. Option 4, configure the is delegate supported field in the XML for the workflow rules. Question: what data types are only valid for a generic object field? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, date. Option 2, auto number. Option 3, string. Option 4, user. Question: Your customer wants to allow employees to manage their own benefits. You made the required changes to the succession data model. Which tool in the Admin Center do you use to activate the Global Benefits tab? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 Configure Employee Files. Option 2 Benefits Admin Overview. Option 3 Manage Employee Central Settings. Option 4 Manage Configuration all. Question: which action would be chosen from the and #39, take action and #39, one button to transfer an employee to another place in the organization? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 Terminate/retire. Option 2 Employment details. Option 3 Change job and compensation information. Option 4 Spot bonus. Question: a manager changes an employee and #39's division, job classification, and cost center. The manager then submits the request and an event reason is triggered. As shown in the attached screenshot, what event reason ID does the system select? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 Event_reason 2. Option 2 Event_reason 0 and 1. Option 3 Event_reason 0 and 3. Option 4 Event_reason 0 and 4. Question: which of the following actions can you perform in the position organization chart? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1 Add a higher level position. Option 2 Search by an employee and #39's name. Option 3 Show inactive positions. Option 4 View position count by department. Option 5 View the positional hierarchy at a certain in time. Question: a customer needs to create a custom field that appears only for legal entity records with the country of France. How do you create the required field? Option 1 Create a field in the legal entity object in Configure Object Definition. Add field criteria. To only display the field when the country is France. Option 2 Create a field in the legal entity HRS element in the CSF for corporate data model. Option 3 Create a field in the legal entity France object in Configure Object Definition. Option 4 Create a field in the legal entity HRS element in the corporate data model. Add field criteria to only display the field when the country is France. Question: how do you create a new CSV legacy pick list? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 Enter the new pick list values into the Optioneld column. Option 2 Import the pick list file using the pick list mapping tool. Option 3 Export all pick lists and add a new pick list ID and new pick list values to the file. Option 4 Export the data format and add a new pick list ID and new pick list values to the file. Question: country-specific fields configured in the HRIS element global info appear in the personal information portlet. Option 1 True. Option 2 False. Question: what is tool used to assign specific permissions in Employee Central Payroll? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 View user permission. Option 2 Manage permission groups. Option 3 Manage permission roles. Option 4 Manage role-based permission access. Question: which foundation objects are configured in the corporate data model? Note: 3. Option 1 business unit. Option 2 location. Option 3 pay range. Option 4 event reason. Option 5 cost center. Question: events and event reasons are required for transactions in the job information portlet. Option 1 true. Option 2 false. Question: according to SAP guidelines, what can you do in the event pick list when configuring events and event reasons? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1 change the external underscore code of an event. Option 2 add a new event. Option 3 change the labels. Option 4 add a new language translation. Option 5 change the status. Question: your client has a requirement to create an escalation path for their new hire workflow. Which steps will you follow to configure this escalation path? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1 in the succession data model, confirm that the HRIS field escalation is enabled for the HRIS element WF config. Option 2 in the corporate data model, confirm that the HRIS field escalation is enabled for the HRIS element WF config. Option 3, create the escalation path using the Manage Organization, Pay and Job Structures tool. Option 4, create the escalation path using the Manage Data tool. Question: a customer needs a generic MDF object to track employee membership to external organizations. For this purpose, you are creating the following fields. 1. Employee name, selected from the list of active employees. 2. Department, selected from the existing departments in the company. 3. Organization name. 4. Membership date. Which data types does SAP SuccessFactors recommend for these fields? Option 1 user. Foundation object. String. Date. Option 2 user. Pick list. String. Date. Option 3 user. Generic object. String. Date. Question: how are country-specific fields created for MDF foundation objects? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 as a generic object with a valid when association to the MDF foundation object. Option 2 as a generic object with a composite association to the MDF foundation object. Option 3 as a HRIS element in the corporate data model with a composite association to the MDF foundation new object. Option 4 as a HRIS element in the CSF for corporate data model with a valid when association to the MDF foundation object. Question: where can you create new positions? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1 in the Manage Organization, Pay and Job Structures tool. Option 2 in the Manage Data tool. Option 3 in the Company Settings section. Option 4 in the Company Info section. Question: your customer wants Brazil to be dentro their country specific succession data model to capture national ID information. How does SAP recommend that you add this country? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 use the master country specific succession data model to copy the Brazil specific fields. 2 paste the field into the customer and hashtag 39 S. Country-specific succession data model and Country-specific corporate data model. Option 2. Copy an existing country from the customer and hashtag 39, S. Country-specific corporate data model. 2. Paste the existing country into the customer and hashtag 39, S. Country-specific succession data model. Relabelade with Brazil and hashtag 39, S. Country code. Option 3. Use the master country-specific succession data model to copy the Brazil-specific fields. 2. Paste the fields into the customer and hashtag 39, S. Country-specific succession data model. Copy an existing country from the customer and hashtag 39, S. Country-specific succession data model. Point 2. Paste the existing country into the customer and hashtag 39, S. Country-specific succession data model. Relabelade with Brazil and hashtag 39, S. Country code. Question: a customer has proposed to implement position management to keep track of the position. How do you define the permissions in position management? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1. Set up authorizations for the employee-related objects. Option 2. Assign permissions for position field. Option 3. Assign authorization for position organization chart and position management settings. Option 4. For users to be able to display the position organization chart, you must assign the manage user data permission to that user and hashtag 39, S role. Question: when working with events and event reasons, how can you customize the customer instance? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1. You can create new events and new event reasons. Option 2. You can create new events reasons but not events. Option 3. You can create new events but not event reasons. Option 4. You cannot create events or event reasons to customize a customer instance. Question: how does SAP recommend that you edit a succession data model? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1. 1. Open the latest version of your saved succession data mode. 2. Make your updates. 3. Import the model into the instance. Option 2. 1. Export the succession data model. 2. Make your updates. 3. Import the model into the instance. Option 3. 1. Export the succession data model. 2. Make your updates. 3. Import the model into provisioning. Option 4. 1. Open the latest version of your saved succession data mode. 2. Make your updates. 3. Import the model into provisioning. Question: your customer requires a new custom MDF foundation object, MDFFO, linked to legal entities to build their organization structure. What are possible steps? Note: there are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1. Import the records using the Import and Export Data tool. Option 2. Create records using the Manage Organization, Pay and Job Structures tool. Option 3. Define the association to the legal entity with the corporate data model. Option 4. Define a custom object using the Configure Object Definitions tool. Question: your customer would like the employee class field from the employee and hashtag 39, S job information portlet to be available in performance forms. Which section of the succession data model must you configure to meet this requirement? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1. Background element. Option 2 HRSync mappings. Option 3 standard element. Option 4 HRS element. Question: which of the following options can trigger a HRIS sync? There are 3 correct answers. Option 1 update to basic employee profile. Option 2 EC data import. Option 3 update to EC data. Option 4 HRIS sync job. Question: your customer has requested that you create a custom field for employees in Germany to track job information. What custom field number do you need to identify to configure this new field? Please choose the correct answer. In the employment info element of the country specific and the job code element of the corporate data model and the employment info element of the succession data and the job info element of the succession data model and Option 1, the next custom field number that is available succession data model. Option 2, the next custom field number that is available the country specific corporate data model. Option 3, the next custom field number that is available model. Option 4, the next custom field number that is available the country specific succession data model. Question: you create a new division record for an engineering division that will be starting next month. You also identify a person as the head of the division. When you access the division head and hashtag 39's job information via history edit, the new division does not appear in the drop-down list of divisions. Why does is not appear? Option 1, the propagation is incorrectly configured. Option 2, the HRIS sync job has not run yet. Option 3, the division record is not active at the start the Tuft division head and hashtag 39's job information record. Option 4, the value in the pick list is not active at the start date of the division head and hashtag 39's job information record. Question: what rule event type do you use to have the legal entity field automatically filled in when opening add new employee? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 on LNet. Option 2 on view. Option 3 on save. Option 4 on edit. Question: which reporting feature allows you to manipulate the relationships between tables in a query? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 filter. Option 2 calculated column. Option 3 report distributor. Option 4 advanced join editor. Question: your customer wants to grant restricted proxy rights to their HR department to act on behalf of employees belonging to their legal entity. How can you perform this requirement? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, use the proxy management tool to configure the requested proxy assignments. Option 2, use the manage permission roles tool to grant proxy rights to the HR department. Option 3, fill the proxy column of the basic import template to match the requirements and import the file using the import employee data tool. Option 4, fill the basic import template with the requested proxy configuration and import the file using the import and export data tool. Question: you need to set up a new warning message that will appear when an employee modifies their marital status in their employee data. How would you set up this rule? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, assign the rule to the appropriate field in the succession data model. Option 2, assign the rule to the appropriate field in the metadata framework, MDF, object. Option 3, create a message definition under Manage Data. Option 4, create a message definition under Manage Organization, Pay, and Job Structures. Question: where can you edit the message that an approver receives during the workflow process? Option 1, in the Modify Form Route Map tool. Option 2, in the Email Notification Templates Settings tool. Option 3, in the Manage Organization, Pay and Job Structures tool. Option 4, in the Manage Workflow Requests tool. Question: to ensure that the preferred name field is always filled, you have created a rule to copy the first name field to the to ensure that the preferred name field is always filled, you have created a rule to copy the first name field to the. What changes do you make to the succession data model to define the trigger rules? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, HRS element ID dash and hashtag 39, personalinfo. Option 2, HRS field ID equals first name visibility dash and hashtag 39, both required dash and hashtag 39, true. Option 3, HRS field ID equals preferred name visibility equals both. Option 4, HRS element ID dash and hashtag 39, personalinfo. Question: the employee record is divided into three main sections: employee information, personal information, and country-specific information. Option 1 true. Option 2 false. Question: where can a workflow contributor see the comments posted on a workflow request? Option 1, pending requests. Option 2, manage workflow groups. Option 3, manage workflow requests. Option 4, email notification template settings. Question: which foundation objects can you use to structure a customer and hashtag 39's business? There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1, job information, HRS element ID joblunfo. Option 2, legal entity, HRS element ID company. Option 3, division, HRS element ID division. Option 4, employment details, HRS element ID employmentinfo. Question: how can you assign a business role to a business user? There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1, use the mass data maintenance function for employees. Option 2, use the employees and users data migration template. Option 3, edit the fine-tuning activity to add business roles. Option 4, edit the access rights of the business user. Question: your customer wants to create multiple custom event reasons with corresponding employee status. Which tools do you use to configure the event reasons? There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1, employee files - manage mass changes for metadata objects. Option 2, employee files - import and export data. Option 3, employee files - manage organization, pay and job structures. Option 4, employee files - files import foundation data. Question: a customer plans to use MDF objects in Employee Central to create configurable rules. Wikoptibolo permission suitas besto equivathis, there are two correct answers to this question. Option 1 Manage business configuration. Option 2 Configure generic object definition. Option 3 Configure business rules. Option 4 Maintain pay, organization and job. Question: you are creating a generic MDF object and you want to assign a foundation object FO as a field. Based on the attached screenshot, what value would you enter for the valid values source? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 Code. Option 2 Location. Option 3 External code. Option 4 Location name. Question: the following query parameters are supported in the EC Compound Employee API. There are three correct answers to this question. Option 1 External key mapping. Option 2 Internal key mapping. Option 3 Max rows. Option 4 Query mode. Option 5 Min rows. Question: which of the following determine how far back an employee can retro in payroll? There are three correct answers to this question. Option 1 Earliest personal retroactive accounting date in info type. Option 2 Earliest retroactive account period in the control record. Option 3 Accounted to date in info type. Option 4 Run payroll up to date in info type. Option 5 Employee hiring date. Question: a customer requests a report with the full name of each employee and the total target compensation. The total target compensation is composed of salary and target bonus information. How do you provide the requested information? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1. Create a new query using the detailed reporting tool. 2. Include the full name and total target compensation fields. Option 2. Create a new query using the online report designer. 2. Include the full name and total target compensation fields. Option 3. Create a new query using the online report designer. 2. Add a filter for the full name and another for the total target compensation. Option 4. Create a new query using the detailed reporting tool. 2. Add a calculated column for the full name and another for the total target compensation. Question: how do you set up global benefits in SAP SuccessFactors Employee Central? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 Enable benefits in the Admin Center. 2. Add the Global Benefits tab element in the Succession Data Model. 3. Activate global benefits in Configure Employee Files. Option 2 Enable benefits in Provisioning. 2. Add the Global Benefits tab element in the Corporate Data Model. 3. Activate global benefits in Manage Business Configuration. Option 3 Enable benefits in Provisioning / 2. Add the Global Benefits tab element in the Succession Data Model. 3. Activate global benefits in Configure Employee Files. Option 4 Enable benefits in the Admin Center. 2. Add the Global Benefits tab element in the Corporate Data Model. 3. Activate global benefits in Manage Business Configuration. Question: which of the following actions can you complete in the position organization chart? There are three correct answers to this question. Option 1 View the positional hierarchy at a certain point in time. Option 2 Add an employee. Option 3 show inactive positions. Option 4 add a higher level position. Option 5 search by an employee and hashtag 39's name. Question: Foundation Objects, FO, enable the company to fit its organizational structure into the Employee Central, EC, system. Option 1 true. Option 2 false. Question: What is a foundation object, FO? Option 1 a XML file that must be loaded before an implementation can begin. Option 2 an object to capture a company and hashtag 39's organization, pay, or job structures. Option 3 an object that can be configured with the Manage Business Configuration tool. Option 4 an object for employee information. Question: What tasks can be performed on the Benefits Admin Overview page? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1 set up benefit permissions. Option 2 associate workflows to benefits. Option 3 enroll employees in benefits. Option 4 create and edit benefits. Question: Your customer wants to create an association with the requirement and hashtag 39, one division belongs to many business units and hashtag 39. What association do you need to build? Option 1 a valid when association in the division object definition. Option 2 a composite association in the business unit object definition. Option 3 a valid when association in the business unit object definition. Option 4 a composite association in the division object definition. Question: Role-based permissions, RBP, are required in SAP SuccessFactors Employee Central, EC. Determine whether the statement is true or false. Option 1 false. Option 2 true. Question: Why would you include the rule shown in the attached screenshot in the Event Reason Rules data model? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 to record an event reason for any change made to the employee and hashtag 39's job information. Option 2 to record an event reason when adding a new employee. Option 3 to prevent rules placed before this rule in the model from triggering. Option 4 to allow other rules placed after this rule in the model to trigger. Question: Which tools are available in Admin Center to import FO records? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1 import foundation data. Option 2 import extended user information. Option 3 import employee data. Option 4 import and export data. Question: What value do you enter in the manager field when importing employee data? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 manager and hashtag 39's username. Option 2 manager and hashtag 39's user ID. Option 3 manager and hashtag 39's email address. Option 4 manager and hashtag 39's employee ID. Question: The escalation shown below is configured in your client and hashtag 39's instance. This escalation is Referenced in the job change workflow. The job change workflow is triggered for an employee and the workflow has stalled. In what scenario will the human resources manager receive an escalation notification if the manager does not take action after 2 days? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, the manager and hashtag 39's manager does not take any action for the next 3 days. Option 2, the manager and hashtag 39's manager does not take any action for the next 1 day. Option 3, the manager and hashtag 39's manager declines the escalation. Option 4, manager revokes the escalation. Question: which item is not part of the home page? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, to do. Option 2, my info. Option 3, my admin favorites. Option 4, my employee files. Question: how do the talent approval group and the finance controller participate in the workflow shown in the attached screenshot? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, anyone in the talent approval group can approve the workflow. The finance controller receives an email notification when the workflow is completed. Option 2, anyone in the talent approval group can add comments. The finance controller receives an email notification when the workflow is completed. Option 3, anyone in the talent approval group can approve the workflow. The finance controller receives an email notification after each approval step. Option 4, anyone in the talent approval group can add comments. The finance controller receives an email notification after each approval step. Question: an employee is being transferred to a new location. The reporting structure for this employee is changing. The future manager is an approver of this employee and hashtag 39's transfer workflow. The future manager can update the transaction. What do you need to configure? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, approver type equals dynamic group, approver role equals employee manager, edit transaction equals no edit, context equals target. Option 2, approver type equals role, approver role equals employee manager, edit transaction equals edit with root change, context equals source. Option 3, approver type equals dynamic group, approver role equals employee manager, edit transaction equals edit with root change, context equals source. Option 4, approver type equals role, approver role equals employee manager, edit transaction equals edit with root change. Question: you want to create a generic MDF object that has a composite association with 2 other MDF objects. Where do you define the association? Option 1, in the corporate data model. Option 2, in the manage data tool. Option 3, in the configure object definition tool. Option 4, in the configure business rules tool. Question: what must be set up in the system before managers can use the change job and compensation information feature for their direct reports? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, event reason derivation. Option 2, events. Option 3, event reasons. Option 4, workflow configurations. Question: in set user permissions, what tool is available only to super admins? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, manage permission roles. Option 2, manage permission groups. Option 3, manage role-based permission access. Option 4, employee files portlet permissions. Question: a customer gets a larger business and they plan to limit the access of specified users to certain positions only. From the picture below, how do you restrict access to target populations? There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1, use point 3 to grant users access either to every position in the business or to a specific target group of positions. Option 2, use point 2 to grant users access either to every position in the business or to a specific target group of positions. Option 3, you can restrict access to positions lower in the hierarchy than the granted user and hashtag 39s position. Option 4, you cannot restrict access to positions lower in the hierarchy than the granted user and hashtag 39s position. Question: which of the following fields are time-off fields in the employee and hashtag 39s job information? There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1, holiday calendar. Option 2, standard hours. Option 3 is full-time employee. Option 4, work schedule. Question: in your project, the client asks for a mechanism by which a workflow can be approved by any one of a pool of people. What option will you configure in the workflow to achieve this? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, permission group. Option 2, dynamic role. Option 3, dynamic group. Option 4, cubic centimeters role. Question: a customer wants to create a custom field as part of the employment data. How do you fulfill this requirements? Option 1. Create the new field in the succession data model. 2. Import the updated XML file using provisioning. 3. Set the visibility attribute of the custom field in configure employee files. Option 2.1. Create the new field in the succession data model. 2. Import the updated XML file using provisioning. 3. Set permissions for the field using role-based permissions. Option 3.1. Create the new field in the corporate data model. 2. Import the updated XML file using provisioning. 3. Set permissions for the field using role-based permissions. Option 4.1. Create a new HRIS element and a custom field. 2. Import the updated XML file using provisioning. 3. Set permissions for the new element and field using role-based permissions. Question: you are importing the job history, job information, for an employee. You receive an error message that the specified manager does not exist. You check the system and confirm the manager does exist in the system. What is wrong? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, the manager is in a different legal entity. Option 2, the manager and hashtag 39s hire date is before the import start date. Option 3, the manager and hashtag 39s hire date is after the import start date. Option 4, the manager and hashtag 39s hire date is after the import start date. Question: Which of the following can employees add in the personal information section for SAP SuccessFactors Employee Central, EC? Option 1 Spot Bonus. Option 2 Job History. Option 3 Dependent Information. Option 4 National ID Information. Question: which of the following permissions are used in Employee Central Payroll? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1 SAP System Configuration. Option 2 Payroll System Assignment. Option 3 Payroll Control Center Configuration. Option 4 General User Permission. Option 5 Employee Data. Question: what is the best definition for employee self-service, S? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 A feature that allows employees to change information in the system. Option 2 A feature that allows managers to initiate changes on behalf of their employees without HR assistance. Option 3 A feature that allows employees to inform their HR representative of errors in the system. Option 4 A feature that allows employees to initiate or complete personal data changes without HR assistance. Question: you want to configure a business rule that will automatically propagate job title from the job classification when a new employee is hired. What object will you choose as a base object? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 Job Title. Option 2 Job Info. Option 3 Job Classification. Option 4 Employment Info. Question: your customer wants the employee class field from the job classification foundation. Object to propagate into the employee class field of employee and hashtag 39 s job information. What data model do you reference to fill in the IDs for 3 and 4 in the HRIS propagation data model, as shown in the attached graphic? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 SAP Corporate Data Model. Option 2 SAP Succession Data Model. Option 3 Corporate Data Model. Option 4 Succession Data Model. Question: your customer has legal entities that share locations. What type of association do you configure between foundation objects, FO? Option 1 A1_2_1 association from the location FO to each legal entity FO. Option 2 A1_2_1 association from the legal entity FO to the location FO. Option 3 A1_2_ many association from the location FO to each legal entity FO. Option 4 A1_2_ many association from the legal entity FO to the location FO. Question: what country-specific field is maintained in the CSF for corporate data model? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 Job Classification Local. Option 2 Legal Entity Local. Option 3 Global Information. Option 4 Corporate Address. Question: what of the following information would be updated by a manager using Manage Self-Service? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1 Payment Information. Option 2 Address Information. Option 3 Pay Component Information. Option 4 Job Information. Question, the audit trail shows proxies. Option 1 true. Option 2 false. Question, in which ways can you modify a configuration user interface, UL, for a generic object? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1 change the location of fields. Option 2 add new fields. Option 3 change field data types. Option 4 add pick lists. Option 5 change object names. Question, what reporting tools could you use to validate the job information imported for employees? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, list view reports. Option 2, spreadsheet reports. Option 3, ad hoc reports. Option 4, online report designer. Question, country-specific fields in job information are determined by the legal entity chosen. Option 1 false. Option 2 true. Question, what can you do when creating the config UL for the generic object? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1, move fields to different positions. Option 2, add an MDF pick list to a field. Option 3, add a new field. Option 4, change data type for a field. Option 5, remove a field. Question, what must be created before synchronizing position information and employment information? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, a new mapping in the HRIS sync data model. Option 2, a new job in the Manage Schedule Jobs tool. Option 3, a new business rule in the Configure Business Rules tool. Option 4, a new association in the Position Generic, MDF, object. Question, you can create foundation object records with dates in the past, present, or future. Option 1 false. Option 2 true. Question, you are creating a business rule to trigger when starting to add a new employee. What business rule event type do you use? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, on view. Option 2, on LNet. Option 3, on save. Option 4, on edit. Question, which of the following is not an example of person data? Option 1, national ID. Option 2, compensation information. Option 3, personal information. Option 4, dependents. Question, which of the following sections of data are entered during the hiring of a new employee? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1, payment information. Option 2, compensation information. Option 3, personal information. Option 4, person info. Option 5, job information. Question, Which payroll control center user interface is used to assign a new team administrator to a process? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, Manage Processes. Option 2, My Alerts. Option 3, Manage Policies. Option 4, My Processes. Question: what base object would you use in a business rule that triggers a workflow when an employee transfer occurs? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, Employee Information Model. Option 2, Job Information Model. Option 3, Employee Information. Option 4, Job Information. Question: foundation objects, FO, are categorized into which of the following categories? Option 1, Organization, Employment Information, Pay Structures. Option 2, Pay, Organization, People Structures. Option 3, Pay, Job, Organization Structures. Option 4, Legal Entity, Business Unit, Division. Question: what schema or report definition type is used to find all promotions during a specific time period? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, Employee Central. Option 2, Job Information, Date Range. Option 3, Recurring Compensation Information, Date Range. Option 4, Person and Employment Audit. Question: a configurable UI allows you to customize the visual features of MDF objects. Option 1, false. Option 2, true. Question: which section in permissions would you navigate to provide access to the My Processes user interface? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, Payroll Control Center Configuration. Option 2, General User Permission. Option 3, Payroll System Assignment. Option 4, SAP System Configuration. Question: how do you migrate at a role-based permission framework? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1, you have to migrate your configuration from the test system to your production system. Option 2, SuccessFactors validate the configuration in the production system. Option 3, SuccessFactors configures permissions in a test system for you. Option 4, you fill out a configuration workbook to help SuccessFactors understand the roles required by your company. Option 5, you perform a user acceptance testing on the test system. Question: your customer needs to establish a payroll approval process in which any one of 3 people can approve transactions in a timely manner. Where do you define the set of approvers? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, in the Manage Permission Groups tool. Option 2, in the Manage Workflow Groups tool. Option 3, in the Manage Organization, Pay and Job Structures tool. Option 4, in the Configure Business Rules tool. Question: which user interfaces are used by the payroll administrator? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, Manage Processes. Option 2, My Processes. Option 3, Unassigned Alerts. Option 4, My Alerts. Option 5, Manage Policies. Question: how would you update an entire department with a new cost center? There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1: configure business rules. Option 2: import the job history. Option 3: import employment details. Option 4: perform mass changes. Question: foundation object records can be managed using these admin functions. There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1: import and export foundation data. Option 2: manage data without admin functions. Option 3: manage organization, pay, and job structures. Option 4: import foundation data. Question: which HRS fields are always required for the HRS element pay component non-recurring in the succession data model? There are three correct answers to this question. Option 1: value. Option 2: pay component code. Option 3: frequency. Option 4: pay date. Question: what are characteristics of a generic MDF pick list? There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1: the pick list value order is set globally. Option 2: pick lists can be used for all foundation objects. Option 3: pick lists are effectively dated. Option 4: pick list values can be deleted. Question: you recently enabled German for your customer and hashtag 39s instance. How do you test and review the translations? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1: log into provisioning. 2: click on the company name. 3: open import/update/export language packs. Option 2: log into the INST 2: proxy in as a user. 3: change the home address to Germany. Option 3: log into the INST 2: proxy in as a user. 3: change the legal entity to Germany. Option 4: log into the instance. Proxy in as a user. 3: open the options menu and change language to. Question: what is the purpose of the fine-tuning activity during business configuration? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1: to adjust the access rights for business users in the system. Option 2: to apply scoping changes to implement modules within SAP Cloud for customer. Option 3: to adjust the list of values for all standard and custom fields based on the scoping decisions. Option 4: to check and adjust the predefined settings to meet customer requirements. Question: what do you use to create hierarchical structure between foundation objects? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1: associations. Option 2: business rules. Option 3: propagations. Question: why is rule B, shown in the attached screenshot, not triggering? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1: Rule A always triggers instead of Rule B when an employee and hashtag 39s pay grade changes. Option 2: Rule B is incorrectly formatted. Option 3: Rule B is more restrictive than Rule A. Option 4 Rule A triggers instead of Rule B when an employee and hashtag 39's job code changes. Question: what time off feature defines the available time types for a user? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 Time account eligibility status. Option 2 Work schedule. Option 3 Time profile. Option 4 Time account type. Question: your customer has a subsidiary in another country that requires an approval workflow whenever a new position is created. You created a business rule to trigger a workflow when that legal entity is chosen. Where in the position object do you need to attach the rule? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 Rules section in the legal entity field. Option 2 Save Rules section in the position object. Option 3 Rules section in the position code field. Option 4 Initialize Rules section in the position object. Question: when creating a new generic object, you want to asset a field that references a legal entity object. How do you configure this? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 Choose foundation object as data type for the new field and add legal entity as the valid values source. Option 2 Choose generic object as data type for the new field and add legal entity as the valid values source. Option 3 Set field ID to legal entity for the new field. Option 4 Create an MDF pick list of all legal entities and add it to the new field. Question: as a best practice, the FTE field must be visible to the HR department and to managers. They should not be able to edit this field. How would you configure the FTE field in the system? There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1 In role-based permissions, grant the HR role and manager role the view current and view history permission for the FTE field. Option 2 In role-based permissions, grant the HR role and manager role the view current and view history permission for the job information actions. Option 3 In the succession data model XML, set the FTE field visibility to none. Option 4 In the succession data model XML, set the FTE field visibility to view. Question: what employee central component is found in the corporate data model? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 Generic objects. Option 2 Role-based permissions. Option 3 Employee data fields. Option 4 Foundation objects. Question: the following table shows an extract from a customer and hashtag 39's configuration workbook. Which of the following XML configurations meet the customer and hashtag 39's requirements? Note, there are two correct answers to this question. Option 1 Hrs field max length equals 128 ID equals status visibility equals both required equals true pi equals false. Label status /label /Hrs field. Option 2 Hrs field max length equals 32 ID equals external code visibility equals both required equals false. Label code /label /Hrs field. Option 3 Hrs field max length equals 32 ID equals start date visibility equals both required equals true pi equals false. Label start date /label /Hrs field. Option 4 Hrs field max length equals 90 ID equals name visibility equals both required equals true. Label name /label /Hrs field. Question: how do you enable position management? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1: enable generic objects in provisioning. Option 2: add the position object in the corporate data model. Option 3: add the position field to the succession data model. Option 4: add the position field to the corporate data model. Option 5: enable position management in provisioning. Question: where do you configure the fields in a dynamic role? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1: in the event reason derivation data model. Option 2: in the succession data model. Option 3: in the country-specific corporate data mode. Option 4: in the corporate data model. Question: what is the purpose of SuccessFactor and #39, S Application Programming Interface, SAP? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1: maps and transfers extracted data from SuccessFactors and #39, Employee Central to internal products. Option 2: allows data to be extracted from SuccessFactors 1 products and used in external products. Option 3: allows data to be extracted from SuccessFactors 1 Employee Central and use it for internal products. Option 4: maps and transfers extracted data from SuccessFactors and #39, products to external products. Question: your customer wants to create multiple custom entries and with corresponding employee status. Which tools do you use to configure the event reasons? Note: 2. Option 1: manage organization, job, and pay structures. Option 2: manage mass changes for metadata objects. Option 3: import foundation data. Option 4: import and export data. Question: XML foundation object fields are configured in Admin Center. Option 1: false. Option 2: true. Question: your client is live with the and #39, employee transfer and #39, process in the production instance. The workflow, as shown in the screenshot, is triggered when transfer of an employee is initiated. What is the expected behavior of this workflow? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1: if an approver of WF_employee_transfer does not take any action for 3 days, a reminder notification is sent by the system. Option 2: the initiator of and #39, employee transfer 1 process is given an option to choose and #39, new hire workflow 1 as an alternate workflow to WF_employee_transfer. Option 3: an approver of employee_transfer can automatically route this request to another approver during vacation. Option 4: WF_employee_transfer is not triggered if the transfer date of the employee is in the future. Question: How do I translate the label for the legal entity object status in different countries? Can see the label on their own language? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, update the label in text replacement. Option 2, update the label in configure object definitions. Option 3, update the and hashtag 39, some clang and hashtag 39, attribute in the corporate data model. Option 4, update the and hashtag 39, XML lang and hashtag 39, attribute in the SAP Corporate data model. Question: what is the function of the icon shown in the attached diagram? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 provides help text with details of the field. Option 2 displays the list of workflow approvers for the hiring event. Option 3 changes the event reason. Option 4 provides translations of the foundation object label. Question: what does the system do when a label for a language is missing in one of the data models? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1a. Displays the default label. Option 2 displays a warning message. Option 3 hides the field. Option 4 displays a blank label. Question: which of the following is not found on the quick card? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 take action. Option 2 go to. Option 3 email /. Option 4 national ID. Option 5 org chart. Question: you have imported all employee files and find that the base pay rate for one of the employees is not displayed under compensation information. What could cause this issue? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1 that taframt compensation information importos enothava semi-effective date as the data from the pay component recurring import. Option 2 the pay component recurring import does not include a record for the employee. Option 3 the pay component recurring import has the wrong sequence number. Option 4 pay rate information is missing from the compensation information import. Option 5 the pay component non-recurring import does not include a record for the employee. Question: which tool would you use to create a group that can be used to identify all payroll managers in the system for the purposes of authorization? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1 manage role-based permission access. Option 2 view user permission. Option 3 manage permission roles. Option 4 manage permission groups. Question: what rule type allows you to validate field values in metadata framework, MDF, objects? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 save rules. Option 2 validate rules. Option 3 initialize rules. Option 4 delete rules. Question: which of the following is not effective dated? Option 1 personal information. Option 2 addresses. Option 3 national ID card. Option 4 job information. Question: you are helping your client to extend their employee central footprint to their subsidiary in China. You have added the translations for the FO records in the client system in simplified Chinese. In provisioning, the setting shown in the screenshot is maintained. One of the testers logs into the instance and changes the logon language to simplified Chinese. What translations of FO records will the tester in the instance? You're helping your client to extend their employee central footprint to their subsidiary in China. You have added the translations for the forecourts in the client system and simplified Chinese. In provisioning, the setting shown in the screenshot is maintained. One of the testers logs into the instance and changes the logon language to simplified Chinese. What translations of FO records will the tester in the instance? Option 1. If the system does not find the translation in simplified Chinese or in German, it will show the translation in US English. Option 2. If the system does not find the translation in simplified Chinese, it will show the translation maintained in US English. Option 3. If the system does not find the translation in simplified Chinese, it will show the translation maintained in German. Option 4. If the system does not find the translation in simplified Chinese or in German, it will show an error. Question: how do you add a new rule type to be used in the rules engine? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1. Use the Configure Object Definitions tool to add a rule type as a new object definition. Option 2. Use the Configure Business Rules tool to create a new rule type. Option 3. Use the Manage Data tool to create a new rule type. Option 4. Use the Configure Object Definitions tool to insert a new value in the rule type pick list. Question: in the UL, create a new location for Canada. The customer wants address fields 1 to 3 only. Open your SAP Corporate DM, how will you troubleshoot the address for field? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1. Search for address 4 in the XML and change the label. Option 2. Search for address 4 in the XML and change the visibility. Option 3. Search for address 4 in the XML and change the requirement. Option 4. Delete the entire country and start over. Question: based on the information in the attached screenshot, what XML configuration would you use to configure propagation mapping? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1. Propagation mapping foundation field dash and hashtag 39, location dot external code hrs field. And hashtag 39, joblunfo dot external code slash. Option 2. Propagation mapping foundation field dash and hashtag 39, location dot standard hours hrs field equals joblunfo dot external code slash. Option 3. Propagation mapping foundation field dash and hashtag 39, location dot external code hrs dash slash o field equals joblunfo dot location slash. Option 4. Propagation mapping foundation field dash and hashtag 39, location dot external code hrs dash slash o field equals joblunfo dot location slash. Question: your customer's experiencing theasueshounen theatichead screenshot. What steps do you take to resolve this issue? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1. Create a new personal information dated record to reset the suffix field. Option 2. Check the employee data import file. Option 3. Check the pick list values for the pick list ID for the suffix field. Option 4. Check the employee data using the employee export. Option 5. Find the pick list ID for the suffix field in the data model. Question: which tool would you use to set the payroll system for a user? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, Payroll System Assignment. Option 2, General User Permission. Option 3, Payroll Control Center Configuration. Option 4, SAP System Configuration. Question: your customer has a subsidiary in another country that requires an approval workflow whenever a new position is created. You created a business rule to trigger the chosen. Where in the position object do you need to attach the rule? Option 1, Initialize Rules section in the position object. Option 2, Rules section in the legal entity field. Option 3, Save Rules section in the position object. Option 4, Rules section in the position code field. Question: your client informs you that they require an additional rule type for their business rules in the production instance. What tool will you use to add this new rule type value? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, Pick List Mappings. Option 2, Configure Object Definitions. Option 3, Pick List Management. Option 4, Configure Business Rules. Question: which user interfaces are used by the payroll manager? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1, Unassigned Alerts. Option 2, Manage Policies. Option 3, Manage Processes. Option 4, My Alerts. Option 5, My Processes. Question: your setting Gyupeno propagation from business unit object. Where do you find IDs that are necessary for this propagation? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, Manage Data. Option 2, Corporate Data Model. Option 3, HRIS Propagation XML File. Option 4, Configure Object Definition. Question: what actions can you take within the Manage Business Configuration tool? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1, Add a custom portlet to the employee files. Option 2, Change the visibility of a field to read only. Option 3, Add a custom field to the employee files. Option 4, Create a new pickles. Option 5, Change the label of a field. Question: what data elements are only valid for a generic object field? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, User. Option 2, Auto Number. Option 3, Date. Option 4, String. Question: a permission defines a set of permissions and grants these permissions to permission groups or role types such as an employee or manager. Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, Group. Option 2, Contributors. Option 3, Admin. Option 4, Role. Question: which are possible file formats used in ad hoc report? Please select all the correct answers that apply. Option 1 CSV. Option 2 B.Excel. Option 3 DPPT. Option 4 DPDF. Question: what type of data can you manipulate in the online report designer? There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1 pivot queries. Option 2 list reports. Option 3 ad hoc reports. Option 4 standard reports. Question: your customer completed a job information portlet import. They realized that a field value was not correct for all employees. How can they fix this issue? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 use the import and export data tool and select the incremental add mod with business key as key preference. Option 2 use the import employee data tool and select the incremental load mode data performa partial import. Option 3 use the import employee data tool and select the full purge mode to perform a partial import. Option 4 use the import and export data tool and select the full purge mode with business key as key preference. Question: a customer has decided they will not use the standard weekly hours field on the foundation object legal entity in their implementation. What is the SAP SuccessFactors recommendation to configure this field? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 set the status of the field to inactive. Option 2 delete the field from the list of fields. Option 3 set the visibility of the field to none. Option 4 delete the association to the field. Question: in which of the following scenarios will you use the rule event type on change? Option 1 business rule is triggered when a change to job information record is saved. Option 2 business rule is triggered when a portlet is saved. Option 3 business rule is triggered when a field value is changed. Option 4 business rule is triggered when a portlet is loaded. Question: which import files are mandatory in order to create a new employee in SAP SuccessFactors Employee Central? There are three correct answers to this question. Option 1 job history. Option 2 basic import. Option 3 biographical information. Option 4 employment details. Option 5 personal information. Question: what right is automatically granted to an administration user created in provisioning? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 proxy management. Option 2 manage role-based permission access. Option 3 manage permission groups. Option 4 manage permission roles. Question: HRIS Sync is a mechanism that synchronizes data between SAP SuccessFactors, Employee Central, EC, and other SuccessFactors products. Option 1 true. Option 2 false. Question: what tool do you to add a new field to an existing generic object? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 manage data. Option 2 Configure object definitions. Option 3 Manage organization, pay and job structures. Option 4 Corporate data model. Question: a customer plans to have time off settings for individual employees. What do you do? Achieve this? There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1 If you want to have accruals created automatically for your employees, you need to define a rule and assign this rule to the time account type. Option 2 For each leave type, you create a time type, specifying, for example, the workflow needs for the ISM particular leave type. Option 3 If you want to have accruals created automatically for your employees, you need to define a rule and assign this rule to the work schedule. Option 4 To actually create accrual bookings, you need to create and run a time of calendar with scenario leave balance. Question: your customer wants foundation object data to be translated. You provide the customer with the translation_mf export file to begin the translation process, as shown in the attached screenshot. Which column in the export file must you complete? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 FO field. Option 2 external code. Option 3 value. Option 4 FO type. Question: what type of association would you build if you wanted one cost center to have many job classifications? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 Valid when association. Option 2 Join by column association. Option 3 Composite association. Option 4 XML association. Question: the following query parameters are supported in the EC Compound Employee API. There are three correct answers to this question. Option 1 External key mapping. Option 2 Internal key mapping. Option 3 Query mode. Option 4 Minutes rows. Option 5 Max rows. Question: you must set up a workflow with 3 approvers. One of the approvers must be the president of the employee and #39S division. Each division in the company has a different president. What workflow feature would you configure to meet this requirement? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1 Cubic centimeter role. Option 2 Workflow group. Option 3 Workflow contributor. Option 4 Dynamic role. Question: during initial testing in an implementation, you need to create 8 cost center foundation object records. What tools can you use to create the records? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1 Import and export data. Option 2 Import foundation objects. Option 3 Manage organization, pay and job structures. Option 4 Manage data. Option 5 Configure object definition. Question: Which link in the Set User Permissions section of Admin Tools is granted automatically to admins created in provisioning? Option 1. Please choose the correct answer. Option 2. Manage permission groups. Option 3. Manage permission roles. Option 4. Manage role-based permission access. Option 5. View user permission. Question: Event reasons are configured in the Configure Object Definitions tool. Option 1 false. Option 2 true. Question: What can you do with the Pivot Query Designer? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, you can create tables and charts. Option 2, you can manipulate list report data. Option 3, you can schedule the distribution of created tables and charts directly from the tool. Option 4, you can calculate statistics, such as the average, variance, and standard deviation. Question: Foundation tables can be managed using these admin functions. Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, import foundation data. Option 2, manage organize pay and job structure. Option 3, import and exportation data. Option 4, manage data. Question: What are the 2 types of ways to access the Add New Employee page? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, using the public profile. Option 2, using the org chart. Option 3, using the Upgrade Center. Option 4, using the Admin Center. Question: Which of the following actions can be triggered by a workflow rule? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1, create a custom field. Option 2, send an email. Option 3, update a field. Option 4, create a notification. Option 5, generate an activity. Question: Which actions can you perform with the Import and Export Data tool? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, import config. Option 2, download template. Option 3, employee export. Option 4, import template. Question: Your customer has companies that share locations. What type of association do you configure between the foundation objects, FO? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, A1_2_ many association from the location FO to the company FO. Option 2, A many_2_1 association from the company FO to the location FO. Option 3, A1_2_1 association from the location FO to each company FO. Option 4, A1_2_ many association from the company FO to the location FO. Question: How do you enable a company structure overview? There are 3 correct answers to this question. Option 1, configure the new field in the legal entity records. Option 2, assign permissions to the company structure objects. Option 3, configure the company structure definition record. Option 4, enable the feature in Manage Employee Central Settings. Option 5, add a field to the legal entity in Configure Object Definitions. Question: which of the following differences between a full purge and incremental load behavior when importing data? There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1, when a file is uploaded using the full purge option, the records in the file being uploaded are added to the records already in the system. Option 2, when a file is uploaded in the incremental mode, all existing records in the system are overwritten with the records in the file uploaded. Option 3, when a file uploaded using the incremental load option, the records in the file uploaded are added to the records already in the system. Option 4, when a file is updated in the full purge mode, all existing records in the system are overwritten with the records in the file uploaded. Question: what tool can you use to export job classification data from the system? There are two correct answers to this question. Option 1, manage organization, pay and job structures. Option 2, import foundation data. Option 3, import and export data. Option 4, ad hoc reports. Question: which rule event type do you use to trigger a rule when the portlet or page is first loaded? Option 1, on view. Option 2, on change. Option 3, on save. Question: which workflow context identifies a future role? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, approver. Option 2, source. Option 3, contributors. Option 4, target. Question: which tools can you use to assign business rules? There are three correct answers to this question. Option 1, succession data model. Option 2, configure business rules. Option 3, manage business configuration. Option 4, manage data. Option 5, configure object definitions. Question: custom events can be created in the system? Option 1, true. Option 2, false. Question: what does a full purge import do? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, overwrites all records for an employee or object from the system based on the import file. Option 2, overwrites all records for an employee or object from the system, regardless of the import file. Option 3, deletes all records for an employee or object from the system, regardless of the import file. Option 4, deletes all records for an employee or object from the system based on the import file. Question: You have been tasked with updating the job title of the mechanical engineer position. Record: the mechanical engineer record currently has 4 incumbents. Which action will ensure that you will not receive the option to synchronize the change to the incumbents? Option 1: modify the record with managed data. Option 2: modify the record with the header link on the position quick card. Option 3: modify the record with manage position. Option 4: modify the record with the manage link on the position quick card. Question: all fields in the corporate data model are set to visible by default. Option 1 true. Option 2 false. Question: which elements are part of employee profile configuration in succession data model? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1 standard elements. Option 2 user info elements. Option 3 HRIS elements. Option 4 HRIS actions. Question: you are creating a new hire rule which will trigger on the job information base object. When hiring a new employee, how do you ensure that this rule triggers? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1: in the succession data model, add the rule to the end of the job information HRIS element. Option 2: in the manage business configuration tool, add the rule to the job information standard element. Option 3: in the manage business configuration tool, add the rule to the job information HRIS element. Option 4: in the succession data model, add the rule to the end of the new hire information standard element. Question: in your implementation project, the client gives you a requirement to automatically fill the pay grade field in the job information portlet after job classification field value is keyed for an employee. How will you achieve this? Note: 2. Option 1: add an on-save rule trigger to the job info element in the succession data model. Option 2: add a propagate foundation element ID entry in the HRIS propagation XML file. Option 3: create a business rule with the base object job information. Option 4: add an on-change rule trigger to the job code field in the succession data model. Question: which action would be chosen from the Take Action button to transfer an employee to another place in the organization? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1: pot bonus. Option 2: change job and compensation information. Option 3: terminate/retire. Option 4: employment details. Question: what does the XML configuration show in the attached screenshot? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1: one business unit can have many divisions. Option 2: there is only one active association for the business unit object. Option 3: there are 2 active associations for the division object. Option 4: one division can have many business units. Question, based on the recommended multi-step formula for Employee Central implementation. Projects, what should you do before you create foundation objects in the system? There are 2 correct answers to this question. Option 1, import employee data. Option 2, import pick lists. Option 3, configure the corporate data model and the succession data model. Option 4, configure role-based permissions. Question, with internal integration, SAP SuccessFactors Employee Central, EC, can connect HR data to other SAP SuccessFactors systems, including succession management and performance and goals. Option 1, false. Option 2, true. Question, foundation tables are organized into sections. Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, 5. Option 2, 2. Option 3, 4. Option 4, 3. Question, what pick list feature is only available for generic object pick lists? Please choose the correct answer. Option 1, ordering. Option 2, effective dating. Option 3, exporting. Option 4, language translation.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, feel free to ask your questions in the comment section below, and we will reply to them at the earliest.